Good morning. Um, my name is Candace, and I'm here today to share my experience with diverticulitis. Please forgive me if I get a little emotional, but it is fairly painful. It's extremely painful. I was diagnosed with diverticulitis in July of 2014. The way that I found out, or, you know, I guess when I started to experience it, I was eating lunch with a friend, and I had a sesame seed burger. I think they may have had a sesame seed burger too, but as I was eating the burger, I noticed that my stomach was hurting. It was hurting so bad, and I couldn't explain it. I knew I hadn't, I knew I wasn't pregnant because I wasn't active to actually get pregnant, but I knew I was experiencing this uncontrollable pain. So I went against what I believe, and I went to the hospital. And when I went to the hospital, they did an ultrasound, and once they did the ultrasound, they found that I had the polyps on my intestines, and so they diagnosed me with diverticulitis. That was my first experience with it, with such severe pain. And since then, I've only had 2 flares to that extent. Maybe, I think 3 flares to the extent that I did the first time. And I was thinking to myself when they diagnosed me, oh, please forgive me, I didn't get much sleep last night because my stomach hurt. But you see, I can't even yawn, that good because I'm in so much pain. It's so painful. But, oh, God, what was I saying? So, yeah, I just wanted to come and share with you guys my experience with diverticulitis. So, when I first went to the hospital, they gave me some antibiotics. They gave me some medicine for nausea and vomiting, and they told me to take it for 10 days. I took it for like 7 days, and the pain went away. I'm not real big on medicine, so I wasn't even comfortable with taking the medicine. But I did it anyway because I didn't know what else to do at that time. Diverticulitis was fairly new to me, and I just wanted the pain to go away. I'll go to my last 2 flares. One was back in January. I went to a restaurant. Me and my mom, we had been eating there for about a year and a half. I'm so tired, excuse me. We had been eating there for probably about a year and a half, and I never, ever, ever had a problem. I'm a hairstylist, so my mom would come and get her hair done every Wednesday, and that would be our lunch day. So every Wednesday, we had this particular place. Well, on our last 2 visits, maybe like 2 hours after I ate there, I started experiencing this pain. Okay, so the first time that I experienced the pain from them, what I did was I came home, I got some rest. I had to finish up my work day, but I started to get some rest. I wrapped my stomach with some turmeric and some essential oils. Turmeric for the inflammation. At that point, I knew that I was having a diverticulitis flare because I had experienced the pain before. So, because I had been looking into it, I knew some different remedies. I like using herbs and spices and vitamins and supplements. So I took the turmeric and I made me up a little small batch of paste, put it on my stomach, and I wrapped my stomach as such. I wrapped my stomach. I didn't do it the first night. I did it the second night, and it really, really helped to hold my stomach up. And it was able to help me relieve some of the pain and tension that I was experiencing. I have some probiotics and some enzymes that I have from Nature Sunshine. And so I started taking the probiotics and I started taking the enzymes, and it went away. It went away. It went away. And I was so relieved to know that in less than 48 hours, I was able to, nurture myself to health, just by using natural remedies. Like I said, I use the turmeric to wrap for inflammation. I use the probiotics and enzymes, and then I didn't make a tea at that time. So this time around, me and my mom, she's like, hey Candace, I told her I wasn't going back to Jersey Mike's, but I'm like, how am I so sure that it was Jersey Mike's? Been eating Jersey Mike's for so long. So how am I so sure that that's what it is? And so I went against my better judgment back to Jersey Mike's. Same time frame. I ate the sub. Same time, my stomach started experiencing this pain. So being that I had already nurtured myself back to health probably about a month prior to that, I said, okay, I'm going to do the same thing that I did the last time. And so I came home and I wrapped my stomach up. I actually did not take my probiotics and enzymes immediately, but I did eventually take in the probiotics and enzymes. And I also took the anti-gas vitamins that I have as well, and they started to help. I could feel the pain being relieved. I got some new herbs and spices, so I looked up a recipe online for some teas that will help with a bacterial infection, and I end up making a tea using garlic, clove bud, and cinnamon sticks. And once I used that tea, like the pain kind of subsided just a little bit. It went away. And I was like, okay, great. This is awesome. I'm like, thank you, God. Whew, thank you, Jesus. I'm so glad that this natural medicine worked, because I really don't want to go back to the hospital. I really don't want to take any medicine. And if I had to go to the hospital and they was to tell me I would need the surgery, I don't know what I would do, because I'm just not for it. I'm just not for it. It's like, a part of me would just want to continue to use natural medicine with hope and faith that it will get better. So this time, the pain went away in less than 48 hours, just like it did the last time. Oh my gosh. I was so relieved. So that happened on Wednesday. So Thursday and Friday, the pain had went away. By the time I woke up on Saturday morning, I didn't have any pain, which I was extremely relieved. Until, at that time where I caused more pain and more trauma on my body, I wasn't mindful of what I was eating. I just ate a lot. I love to eat. And it's not like, like, oh my gosh, I'm eating all day, but I just ate, like full meals. I didn't change my diet. I didn't try anything liquid. I just went back to solid foods. And I think that was the big mistake that I made, going back to the solid foods. So now here I am. I have the pain again on my lower left intestine, and I'm trying to nurture myself back to health, but it's not as effective. The remedies have not been as effective as they had been before. And I guess because a part of me didn't believe that it was real, I was so excited that the pain had gone away that, I'm like, okay, this is a little cramp. It's going to come and it's going to go. So I didn't start to treat myself, but it's been getting worse. It's not as bad as it was originally, but it kind of is, because the pain, like when I sleep, oh my gosh, I cannot move. I can't roll over the way that I would usually roll over because the pain is so severe. I learned last night that if I'm going to roll over, I need to have my legs folded and my knees up so that it's not stretching my stomach, because if my legs are stretched out and I try to roll over, it feels like I'm ripping my intestines. So I just want to kind of share that with you guys. I did take some probiotics last night. I woke up in the middle of the night, like 3 o'clock, started doing some research, because I said, okay, God, I want to be healed. I want to get rid of this condition, and I need to be committed to whatever it takes to get rid of this pain. This is not a pain that I want to experience. And God, if you give me the remedy, I will share this remedy with as many people as I know. So I got up and I started taking my probiotics and my enzymes, and then I started doing some research, and a couple of things that I found that I'm going to start today, definitely. One, it was like doing a colonic massage on your stomach. I'm just going to put this down a little bit. You have to have your knees focused. So this is was recommended that you do it in the restroom, or, you know, just at least sitting up. But if you're in the restroom and sitting on the toilet, then you can, if you have to go to the bathroom, you just go. So your knees need to be folded up, and you start from the right and you add pressure on your intestines. You can go in circular motions, going up and around. And what you're trying to do is soften up the stool or push any gas or anything that you may have. You want to push it around and push it out. You can knee it just a little bit. And this helps, because with diverticulitis, if you ever experienced it, you know it's like right here is where you feel that pain. So that's where I've been getting the stretching and the stress and the tension. And so I like last night, for the first time, after I seen this tip, and I'll have to find the lady's name, but after I seen that tip, I did that, and I was able to release some of the pressure, even though it was extremely tender, by going in the direction, starting from the right, working my way over to the left, and pushing the gas down. I was able to release some of that pressure off of my intestines and push whatever gas or stool that was, I kind of was feeling like it was jammed right there anyway, so it made sense. I was like, dang, if my intestines is so damaged, it's not working. It's not working. And like, what if the stool is just backed up, you know, right above that part? Like, made me think that I'm gonna have to get the surgery. And so, well, they're gonna want to recommend the surgery if I can't get this under control. So I start pushing, and I noticed that as I pushed from the right to the left, the pain wasn't as severe as just rubbing on that intestines going up and down. Because when I go up, it's almost like creating a separation, and it is intensifying the pain. But as I rub around and come down on that left side, it gave me a lot of relief, a lot of relief. The probiotics and the enzymes, I did feel my stomach, you know, starting to get better, even though I am experiencing some pain. So I will continue to take those. And this morning, I'm going to be making me another tea to get my day started, and I'm just going to be on a liquid diet. There was a formula recommended called Element. I think it was a Elements smoothie or something like that. A liquid elemental diet is what was recommended. So I did not make the purchase because I have so many herbs and spices and vitamins and supplements at my house. And then my favorite store, Lucky's, is right down the street. So I'm going to be looking into some different vitamins and supplements that's going to help with this particular area. And I'm going to be keeping you guys posted on what works for me and, you know, how long it actually takes, take it to work. I just personally don't use medicine. I don't like to use medicine, I would say. But, you know, if you are experiencing this pain and, you know, you feel necessary to go to a doctor, then I recommend that you go to a doctor. I recommend that you use your best judgment for what's best for you and your lifestyle. To, you know, aid yourself in relief. Is just my personal belief. I am not a doctor. I am not a physician by any stretch of the means. But I just, you know, believe that the holistic remedies actually are effective. And I do understand that it may take longer, and I'm absolutely okay with that. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because the three things that I found that was helpful for me is when you're laying down, if you're having pain, fold your legs up to turn over, to get up out of the bed, you know, like especially turning over, because that's when I got the most strain, when I was trying to turn over, and I'm like, oh my God. But when I put my legs up and like got to the point to where I'm like even holding my legs, I'm like, oh yes, that's a lot of relief. So let me go ahead and hold this leg up because I already know I'm about to get up. That was like very, 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 very helpful. And then taking the probiotics and the enzymes. The reason why you want to take the probiotics is because if you have bad bacteria in your gut and it's eating away at your intestines, you want to be able to kill off that bad bacteria, and you want to be able to replace it with good bacteria. And the enzymes actually is like a replenisher as well. It like gives your body the nutrients and things that it needs so that it can flourish at a healthy state. And then the last thing is making teas. You know, like I said, I use the clove bud, the garlic, and the cinnamon stick. And it was actually really good. I put a little bit of honey in it, and it was something that was good to me and good for me. I'm going to be making me another one of those this morning, so I am anticipating this pain dwindling down by the end of the day. I'm going to be making I'm going to be on a liquid diet for the next few days. Or eating, like, if today I'm just going to be on a liquid diet. But my goal is to try a liquid diet for the next 3 days. That's just a pain. It's just like sometimes it just moves around in like slow motion. Like, let me by. Whew. So yeah. So I just want to share that with you guys. Hopefully this video was helpful. Hopefully give you some insight. And hopefully, you know, you can find some relief and remedies by using some of the tips that I gave you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and you have a great day. Bye.